Opening the meeting, it's now 6:35. And the first order of business is the approval of the minutes from July 29th.
Make a motion, we approve the minutes from July 29th.
I second.
No comments, I take it. All right. All in favor?
Aye.
And the next thing on the agenda is the continuation of public hearing on the solar and BESS project on 6 North Union Street. And for the record, we just on Monday midday received the review from our consultant, Levesque, on the proposal, the latest proposal, which was July 17th from Leap Energy. They got a number of comments, and judging from, I think someone counted 62 corrections needed. We sort of amongst ourselves thought maybe we need more time. So yesterday I wrote an email to Brandon Smith, their engineer, and I said we would like to. We're asking if we can continue the hearing simply because we're not ready. And he agreed, give us the go ahead, thumbs up to do that. So that's what they're up to now.
He also said that if we feel that we need yet another review, that we should let them know soon,
That's right.
so that we can. So that maybe at the September meeting. We'll be closer to giving them the okay.
Yeah. That's right. Thanks for bringing that up. And David, you said you would.
I would think,
But
I would think with all of the, well, I would think that since there's errors in the basic design, that needs to be squared away and approved by our consultant before I would feel comfortable that the design really is projected to be functional, you know?
Mhm.
So if there's a meeting between those two parties later this week, hopefully the scope of that work could be discussed and a number agreed upon in terms of that next check, that next scope of work, so that that can automatically happen. I know it takes a lot to make that happen, Jack.
Well, it's just the way our government, local government works.
Yeah.
They're not in the office all the time.
Yeah.
They're not having hours all the time. And they have to get a warrant every time they issue or accept, stuff. Money.
And, you know, I just think that, I know eventually there's gonna be an open issue. It's not gonna be all tied up and everything addressed. And then we'll have to of course, come up with conditions. We can't just keep reviewing tests until it's, there's no more issues, but 60 is a little much.
Yeah. So I can bring it up separately with Rebecca, or we can mention it tomorrow. And just get the ball rolling, but the idea is to get an estimate of what they think they would need.
Yeah.
And well, see, in this last proposal, they added in her attendance at one conservation commission meeting. So that might just come out to be the same thing, but we need to find that out.
Yeah.
And request it, get it going right away.
Yeah, I think that shows good diligence on our part.
Sure.
We're trying to day after day, moving it forward.
Don't they, need to take time to redo the plans?
That's the next loop. Yeah.
Okay. So we have this review with, Rebecca, Rachel, And then they have to go back to the drawing board and affect the changes,
Mhm,
and then that has to be reviewed again.
correct.
Okay,
And hopefully that's the last one.
prayers.
Yeah,
You know, consequently, it could be a little less than last time. Not taking as much time, because hopefully they've addressed everything correctly.
I mean, you always did the option of adding it as a condition. It's not a big deal, you know? Yeah, and it doesn't require the redesigning. The old structure, basic structure of the sedimentation and erosion.
It'll be a victory if the next set of plans comes out after this review and has a extended dry basin. It'd be the first time that the same BMP was used for that infiltration basin.
Yeah.
Pocket wetland. Yeah, it'd be a milestone.
Yeah, there's, you know, these little discrepancies that here show up from here and there. Just like the cleaning it up, yeah. There's that too. The other ideas or comments?
You know, I kept thinking, and this is not about the review, but in my head, I kept thinking, oh, they have to go to us. And then they have to go to the Board of Health, but in truth, they could be going to the Board of Health now. Couldn't they?
Sure.
I mean, there's nothing in the planning board's conditions that says that you have to do this first and then this first. I mean, the buildings department, yes,
Yeah,
but if they wanted to really move it along, they could go to the Board of Health now.
Have they, and we just don't.
I don't know. Yes,
Through the chair, what do they have to go to the board of health for?
if there are issues of noise, for example.
water, and it is a condition that the planning board set, so they do have to do it.
So technically, according to the regulations, they're supposed to be going to the board of health concurrently. While you guys are in the process of writing the regulations.
Oh, is it? Okay. You need to bring that up then.
I mean, not that I need to give them help, but it just occurred to me that,
Well, so they will need our final thing before the Board of Health. Does the Board of Health look at determining where they meet with them?
Well, the things that, I think the things that are in there that apply to them were done by planning. You know, the planning inserted certain requirements and we have our own requirements. You know,
I mean, yeah, I mean, we covered different issues, but it just occurred to me like, oh, they're just gonna have to wait and then they've gotta go do this and then go do this, and it's probably, they could do it concurrently.
well, they have to work with fire department too. Yes, Mark.
So I can read the regs. It says the requirement under MGL 130, which is the act itself. To obtain or apply for all obtainable permits, variances, and approvals required by local bylaw. With respect to the proposed activity, showing that only those which are feasible to obtain at the time the notice of intent is filed. Permits, variances, and approvals required by local bylaw may include, among other things, zoning variances, permits from boards of appeals, permits required under floodplain or wetland zoning bylaws, gravel removal permits that do not include building permits or subdivision control approvals. So I don't know what the Board of Health would actually have to issue, or is it just a review? They don't actually issue anything. So I said they can review now, I don't think that would apply.
We were actually told, many meetings ago that they do have to issue an approval. And they do have to look at all the conditions, and that they are the ones, according to the state of Massachusetts, that would have the power to deny it if it were to be denied.
For what reason?
They can say it's nuisance to the neighborhood, a possible water infiltration condition. you know, we all live on wells. I don't know, but that's what we were
Well,
told.
typically, Board of Health has control of the noise, but I'm not sure about the other things you're bringing up. I just don't think so.
Holly,
I would suggest that you go to our YouTube channel and review what that gentleman from the state Board of Health Department told everyone in his lecture about. Because those are the issues that the Board of Health would be concerned with, and I think he was very specific about the process.
I've never heard of the Board of Health denying a solar project, put it that way.
He had, and he pointed it out, so we could go back to the YouTube and read it, but, and watch it, but yes, he did say that that has happened, and they've never lost.
Okay,
I always get the impression that they can have the fact that this complaints and it's a nuisance. Then they can do whatever.
That isn't what he said at the meeting.
I don't recall.
but you have to rely on what the Protection Act when you issue.
Yeah, that's what we're working on.
Yeah, I mean, we don't, I don't control the Board of Health, it just occurred to me as a side
I
comment.
know they're interested because someone usually attends this meeting for the Board of Health. Well, this time they didn't, but they're always here.
Holly,
Oh, shoot.
Formerly Polly from 11 Windsor Ave, Plainfield. I vaguely remember that the Board of Health has license to wait up until our buildings inspector inspects the whole field to say whether or not, what their judgment is of whether or not this is a nuisance.
After.
And that's all around health and safety. Primarily.
Again, I've never heard of Board of Health doing that in Western region, maybe in other regions, but not here.
Yeah,
It has happened in Massachusetts and.
Well, I'm not saying it hasn't, I'm just saying it has not happened out here in DEP Western region, which we're not familiar with.
Yeah, that YouTube video is worth reviewing again.
and there's,
Comments? Or,
yeah, comments.
oh, I didn't know if you were asking about the achievement. Computer's not working right now.
I have a
No, I don't.
question,
Yes,
do you have a copy of the original DEP file number coming?
yeah, I think I have them. I'm pretty sure I have
Well,
them.
John can look them up. No, the reason I ask is filing fee, you know, on, they only included a category 2 filing fee. And which is not the correct fee.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know when I did my initial review. If I put down the filing fee was incorrect, but you guys got additional funds. Because there's 3 point source discharges in jurisdiction, each point source is a category 2, it's $1,500. So I don't know if you guys. If one of my comments was on the filing fee, you know,
No, I don't recall that.
which I may not have depending on the original plans I saw.
Mhm.
You know, so these are obviously new plans. So if you look at the regulations, the filing fee schedule, each point source in the buffer zone is a category 2. You got 3.
Mhm.
Then you still have the solar, some of the solar panels in jurisdiction, that's another category 2. So usually I just used to say, all solar projects are a category 3. And that just covered everything. But I just don't know. I just don't know what you guys do.
No, we don't deal with fees very much. I mean, You can look at the application and,
Well, I always try to make sure the commission's got their, hopefully,
oh, I see what you, yeah, that's, that can be finally.
because what they do is they call it category 2B, which is an energy storage facility, but only applies along the coast. So when you get people from the eastern part of the state, they automatically call it category 2B. I think it's 2B. Because they have coastal waters, and we don't have coastal resource areas out here yet.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I just didn't know if that was, if you guys had ever talked about it in the months you've had the project.
And we had, now, these funds actually are accessible to us,
Only,
goes to the town.
only the commission. Commission's the only one that can touch it, so it's supposed to go, I told this to Judy or you guys, first time I came around here 16, 17 years ago. So all the money you get from filing fees goes into a separate account that only the commission can touch. It's not
we
going
had
to the
such
general fund.
Oh,
So I was gonna ask, who's acting as the treasurer of the commission?
That's one,
one
one job we haven't filled.
Okay, so you gotta find out where that money goes, and if it goes into the general fund when it's lost, another account has to be set up. It only goes to the commission.
And then-
Only the commission can spend it.
and what can the commission spend it on this?
Anything to help you administer and enforce the Wetlands Protection Act. So you can buy equipment, you can use it for peer review, you can use it for whatever helps you do your job.
Like giving us money to go on vacation.
Yeah, because that's what we need right now.
I don't think part of revenue would go.
Anything else?
Um,
New business? Yeah.
No, I have, I'm sorry, because I missed,
Mark.
no, I know you are, but where is the, I just missed where the filing fee.
Filing fee goes into a separate account.
And but that's from the people that, like the solar company.
No, yeah, so when you get a notice of intent, unless it's a municipal project, there's a fee associated with it. So let's say somebody wants to replace their septic in the buffer. That's a category $110. That single family house that went in, is going in down by the violation site on Bow Road. You know,
On the corner
that's there. That was $750. Cause that was also part of it in the inner 100 of the river. Yeah, the filing fee would get in a category 2 plus 50%, $750.
Wow.
Solar project should be at least $1,050.
But when they're applying for the solar project, they apply to the planning board, but we get the filing thing?
They apply for it. That's
No,
notice of intent,
Oh,
notice of intent,
specifically for the commission?
only for the commission.
If it doesn't go into the town coffers.
Well, it shouldn't.
But maybe that's, we don't know.
Well, we might have lost that,
Bill
but.
then. It's
Oh, it's built into the Wetlands Protection Act.
But I mean, did they pay that filing fee?
Yes, the originally paid filing fee, because DEP would not issue a file number unless the filing fee was paid.
So do they then file it just to the town of Plain? That,
No, when a notice of intent is submitted,
I know, but what happened to this one that we did?
Well, but wouldn't they have, don't they also do a notice of intent that goes to the planning board?
no, absolutely not. They might file additional, other paperwork goes to the planning board, but you guys administer and enforce the Wetlands Protection Act. Planning board doesn't do that, you do.
So it's up to us to find out where the money's been going.
Yeah, sure.
We've lost that, but
Going forward, lost.
yeah, going forward. We should be able to,
Right,
But
but I
it's
told
right.
the commission this 15, 16,
Yeah.
17 years ago.
Right. Holly?
I wouldn't assume that you've lost it, I would talk to Paula, because. You know, if she's,
Just because we don't know the rules,
Yeah.
maybe she should.
She set up.
It's the part of the revenue that sets the rules. Seed of this money, so DEP gets money. And the town conservation commission gets money. So let's say the rule is, $500, let's say the category 2 is $500. 242, 230, there's a 237.50 goes to the state, 262.50 goes to the town. So it's half plus 12 and a half, half minus 12 and a half.
But it says it goes to the town, which doesn't necessarily say,
Well, no, it goes to the conservation commission.
yeah, but it doesn't say that in the application or condition or something.
No, it says that in
There's
the-
no coverage for that.
Absolutely, it says it enough.
Oh, does it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, reread
You have a copy
that.
of those, can you think?
Not with me, but, and I don't have my computers.
Of this one?
Any, just,
Well, a blank one or?
Well,
blank.
I'm on the blank.
here, look at page, either 2 or 3 of any form 3. Those are right there on the form. Got another page.
On page 3, what are we looking for?
Check payable too.
It's at the bottom of the page, I think. The areas where.
Go up to page 1, 2.
1 and 2.
There
you go, yeah.
P paid, total P paid, state portion, town portion.
Right.
There's also a fee grant, your form that gets included in the application.
So,
That's
Page 1. Form 3, page
this is page 1, I think there's,
yeah. I know it's the next one.
yeah, it's at page 1.
So the town's been getting,
Yeah.
it's going somewhere.
So when Jack gets the check, as chair, if he's going through the paperwork, there'll be a check in all of that paperwork. And then you usually have, I used to have to do when I was chair down south, I'd fill out a form that goes to the treasurer and say the amount, where it came from, what account it went into, and I'd make sure I had the account number from the town treasurer. That way, the checks and balances.
Well, do you get a report every month of how much money?
No, I usually get a report once a year, supposed to get a report once a year
From the town?
from the town.
But Jack, did you get a check? You didn't get a copy of this
never
check.
saw any check.
Yeah, it goes right to the
It
town.
does, yeah.
Right.
Well, that's what it says, to the town.
Yeah, no, but through the conservation commission, so when you get a notice of intent, you usually get 2 copies of plans. There'll be a check put in an envelope somewhere in that filing.
Maybe Judy was still chair at that time.
Was Judy check?
Oh, yeah,
she was chair for
she
a long
was,
time.
yeah.
We
So
were
maybe
first
she
out,
knows,
that's
yeah,
from in September. She was still chair.
Okay,
that's right.
so I would check with Judy and or the town treasurer and see if all that money has been going into your.
So we got $237.50.
Oh, it does show that.
Well, that's what the form, that's what the, the NOI printout from the state says. Your fee for the state share is
Right.
237 $237.50.
So usually I would comment on solar projects, it's actually a category 3 fee. But I don't remember if I did it or not.
What
Will it
was
say
that?
on here?
What was that total?
No, my final other comments, Jen.
No, I thought, so when I get online under the permit things, I can't, in the data portal, I can't get anything on North Union Street or Plainfield. I get a 129 that's got to do with the holding tank, but, I don't find it on here.
It's gotta be there.
I'm in the data portal. The only thing I'm putting in is North Union Street and Plainfield. And I don't know why it wouldn't come up.
No, you don't wanna do that. Search data,
Well, I was, okay.
wetlands, all the way down to the bottom.
Oh, there's a separate wetlands one. Oh, there you go. I was just looking at permits.
Okay, now pull up, Plainfield. So you can look all this stuff up online. Okay. Here's over the red. Good enough.
North 66, Newly, there we go. Okay,
See right there, my first comment.
category defined in the network sector is proposed.
First comment. And again, I always did that to make sure the town's got their fair share.
But we should be getting more.
I don't know if this came up back in September or not, I have no idea. Or if you guys read my comments at all. I have no idea.
I saw comments, but I don't remember this reference to filing fees.
Well, we learned something new.
We
Let's read
I
it.
saw the aura thing.
So would the town be putting it in a separate account?
Yeah, Jack,
They're
will turn it over to the chair, whoever gets the mail. There would be a check in that big folder, you probably had something like that.
That was when,
And it goes to the treasurer's office. They put it in, supposed to put it in to a separate conservation commission account.
That's how we pay for MAC, going to MAC conferences.
Right.
No, we get a budget from the town,
You could do that.
but that's what we do.
Oh, okay, but it supports that still. You know, we can do those kinds of things.
so
You
is the
could buy
town,
equipment, you could buy boots, you could buy tape measure,
Yeah.
no,
Vests, a flagging, something or other.
flags,
We just got new boots.
I don't need boots.
no, anything to help you do.
Well, so who's gonna call Paula?
Yes, I'll do it.
You're not happy about it.
I talked to her. Make arrangements for these funds that we need, there.
Okay.
I talked to her.
Polly, can do you remember?
Jack, I'll do that
when
if you want.
Yeah,
Well, I'll talk to you, sure.
okay. You gotta do it on Monday morning or Wednesday morning from 9 to 12.
Gotcha.
Polly, do you
But I
remember,
was signing in, it comes now. Sooner, right?
do you remember which meeting that was that the guy from the Board of Health came?
Spring sometime, but
Yeah,
it's not an exact date.
you were. I was here then, yeah.
Go on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll look, I just thought maybe you remember. So, is there any point in looking through this for things, many things I don't understand, before we get on that phone call?
It is complicated, absolutely.
No, I just don't, actually, Dave is an engineer, so he maybe has a better understanding, but, I don't know what all the pocket, all the runoff and everything means, but I'm just wondering,
I think if you just look through it,
I
you have a
do.
lot of the things they say, it's been addressed, it's been addressed.
No, I know, yeah, I read the
But
whole
it's,
thing.
it's just where they say, you've got a long dimension that needs to be corrected. It's really just. And then kind of them agreeing to make those changes, running the model again. And making sure their design is consistent and.
Yeah, it's everything in italics.
And I found the color coding toward the end. The line that you've done it in black and white. All the yellow portions.
Yeah, yeah,
Basically two.
yeah, this thing, I mean,
Yes,
yeah, I know. Okay,
things like the trapezoid. Basins for two speed. Et cetera, et cetera.
Well, and the vest gotta be, addressing each of the things, we don't know this stuff very well.
Yeah, they did.
I think the most helpful thing I'm finding is to be thinking more of what do you want in order of conditions. So as we review this and looking at that's kind of what I'm. Spell check mark?
Jack provided us with another draft of those, John. We chewed on it a bit yesterday.
Oh, okay.
After more clarity, I think, do that again.
That's great, yeah, if we could send those back, I'd like to see what we have going. So, ideas.
Anything else, folks? Motion to adjourn.
What, can I say something? Can we sometime go look at the other solar installation,
Sure.
just to check it out and see? What's that? Do they have a
Looks like
battery?
after
Is there
3
battery
years.
storage?
Yes, there is, yeah.
Sure.
How long has it been there?
I can't remember, but it must be 5 years at least. More than that?
It's, well, I'll tell you,
You were still.
it's, eight,
The order of conditions will be listed.
no, right, but that's for the other project. I got enough going on here, I don't wanna look for this stuff, I'm trying to save your file and this and that, and I can tell you when it was, I mean, at least, you know, it was 2018, that was that. Right, that, and, yeah, right over there.
But didn't they add
I was
the,
living in that property house.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Didn't they add the battery later or something?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so
The
that.
best was added
That was
later.
about 6 years ago, maybe just the
Yeah.
battery part. But otherwise, you know, that whole project began in 2018 or so.
And does somebody regularly come check it from that company? Do you know?
Regularly check,
Do they come and
But they
do?
gotta do.
they did on
Maintenance?
the stormwater management part of things, so they had hay bales and wattles and all those kinds
But
of.
I mean, do they come every, you know, every certain amount of time to like make sure it's not overgrown or it's?
Did
Are
they
you
not?
talking about the created wetland or just things in general?
Maintaining all
The
of the,
solar,
all of the BMP.
all the every,
Well, generally, they came after every storm over. Well, I don't even think it was an inch, but an inch anyway,
yeah,
might have been.
and it is continuing.
And they came and they did clean out things. We did go up there now and again. And, you know, and there was pretty much, once the project got going, there were people on site all the time. I mean, that took a while to go. There was a lot going on
But I
there.
mean, now, like
Now,
this year,
no,
ongoing, do people go there all the time and
Monitor it.
monitor it and,
they should be.
yeah,
That's what we wanna check.
but how do,
We just wanna, you know, we wanna see what a site looks like and whether they're maintaining the BMPs the way they should.
So we just need to contact them and put together a visit date kind of thing.
I just walked in there
Has the certificate of compliance been issued?
a long time ago, yeah.
I think that was, well, I mean, not a real long time ago, but like 2 years or something.
Okay. All right, so you really don't have the legal ability to go on property. without
Right.
Permission,
Okay.
but everybody's got a great point. They still need to be maintaining all the stormwater DMPs. And they still have to, you can still ask for that report for 3 years. They have to maintain records for 3 years. Made available to the commissioner of DEP on the maintenance.
Which is similar to what I want to put in the COC,
So-
in the order of conditions.
Yeah,
3 years.
Well,
they're supposed to keep records.
maintaining it in perpetuity,
Perfect. Yeah.
you know, and that we get to see those whenever we want to kind of.
Yeah, you can call them up and say, hey, I'd like to see a stormwater maintenance records for the last 3 years.
And that would be almost like a note you'd want to put in, you know, I hope you're taking notes or keeping notes on. Conservation commissioners, what they should be doing on any kind of regular basis, these odd things. Like that would be a good thing at, you know, here's your job. And then also because of things going on that you should go to North Union Street, I don't know, every 5 years, not bad. It's just a quick visit, or even just to look at the paperwork and then go see what these things look like, you know?
Yeah.
But I know in a lot of my jobs, I would just keep a file like that. Because of all the odd things, even like this, you know, keeping track of payments and where that's going. In Covington, we're supposed to get a report every month as to what our account standings are. Not saying we do, but what was supposed to be happening.
I'm sure that if we, I mean, first of all, we're all exhausted from this and maybe now is not the time to put together that kind of list, but I'm sure if we call Judy, that she probably has some sort of list of responsibilities.
Well, that would be the order of conditions. Should be.
No,
No,
we
we
meet
need-
generally for
Generally, so
that composition.
for going forward for us, so we know what all of us know what we're supposed to be doing every year and
They weren't
checking.
doing anything regularly.
That's the biggest flaw in the system, is to
Right,
follow. Really, yeah.
right.
So,
I'll call Judy and talk to her about it.
Sure.
and what about the company that set that up? Do we have to get in touch with them before we can do a site visit?
Yes,
Legally, yes.
Yeah. So, do you have?
It's next year.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know exactly who the contact person is.
One of the guys came to a couple of the planning board meetings, maybe. We should have a contact somewhere.
well, yeah. Let's see what the file said. That was Cusick. Cusick, I think, right? And the next hand. So Justin Kusunik. He's at least the.
How do you spell that?
Kasunik. He's at least the construction manager for next.
So he's no longer with the company. He
Okay.
had a horrible
And this guy,
accident, and they dumped him.
oh.
Like an accident to his person or an accident to a site?
He got screwed or something.
Doesn't speak well of that.
So they just,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I people anymore.
Right, you're a
Construction monitor. Is that in the notes from ten where they'll actually have a construction monitor?
I think it's in there, yeah.
Okay,
I recall seeing that. Whether they do it or not, that's the question. I mean, lots of stuff in there.
Well, it's our job to go after them.
But you can't stand there,
Okay.
watch them doing stuff.
Well, these guys, you know, New Leaf, and I wonder if they've installed that there, says that they're installing monitors and the best system and everything. They go back to their headquarters so that they know if there's an issue happening.
well, what we're talking about though is erosion sedimentation control.
Yeah.
That's the important thing. And actually, the regulations require them to, they're obligated to legally, if there's a problem before you even know about it. They're supposed to be telling general condition 19. Which is great. Do they always do it? No. Do they do it enough? Yes, but it's still something they need to keep an eye on.
I think if the system is designed and is robust, there's less of a chance of failure, I think.
Right.
So we want to make it as robust as possible, and that's why we're going through this repetitive process.
Right. The big problem is in the springtime.
Yeah, it could be in the winter.
Well,
we just had a
the ground's frozen, springtime, but the silt fence hay bales are all falling over,
Oh, yeah,
you know, and then the ground melts, the ground thaws, and then that's when you get a problem. Especially with these types of soil there.
yeah. Well, you can get problems in the winter too, because there's no resistance to the flow of the water, it just goes right over. And they're talking about leaving it with hydro seeding over the winter. And then planting up to October 15th. And then using winter rye from October 15th, November 1st to April 1st.
It could work. Could.
Right. I didn't like that at all.
That seems very tight.
Yeah, but if it doesn't work, they have to tell you about it, do something to correct it. That's
Yeah,
all.
well, that's in our special condition. It's part of the phase. Okay, I'll make a motion, please.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn
The hearing portion
the hearing portion.
Yes, that's what the hearing.
and continue it.
Well, actually, we should have voted to continue the hearing, which we didn't do.
Okay, I propose that we vote to continue the hearing.
Second.
Until.
It'll be the last Wednesday in September, I only have the 6:30. No, 6:30, so put that in there. I forgot that.
It's the last, you said last Thursday?
Wednesday.
Last Wednesday, no, we haven't put it.
last Wednesday in
September.
September, yeah.
September 30th.
30th.
I find out that's my last meeting,
Well, that's a good way to.
only because of the, yeah, I hope it is. Because of when I have to leave for Brazil, it's gonna be before that Wednesday.
Can we just go with you?
Yeah, please.
You can
Sorry.
try. 30th.
We have a big suitcase.
That's on the 30th,
You're gonna be trolling Julie from. Be up there.
okay, sure. Okay.
So the motion, there's a motion to continue hearing
Until September 30th.
until September 30th at 6:30 PM.
Yeah,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Now, I am proposing that we adjourn the hearing on New Leaf Energy and
So I thought
start.
we just voted on that.
No, we just voted
Had to
to
do the other
continue
first.
the hearing.
Oh, continue here, yeah.
Okay, so now we're voting to adjourn this hearing in continuance and move on to new business.
Second.
Wait a minute, we're not adjourning the hearing, it's continuing. You don't wanna do that until we get ready to give them the permit.
Okay,
We're continuing.
we're continuing.
So
So
now
it's
we're on to new business.
new business. Any
Oh,
new business?
No.
No, I thought we just, we did the
We had a
meeting.
lot of new
Yeah.
business. just
I
a
thought we
minute
just
ago.
ended the minute. I thought we just ended the meeting.
So I propose that we adjourn this meeting at 7:15.
They're not minutes from the last meeting.
We did that on the
I'll
call.
publish that.
Second.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Red Sox.
Oh, and peace.
Again?
They played more than once.
Oh,